Testing. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing.
So I've got this sheet. This is kind of a cheat sheet for all the spells that I have. There are a lot.
Can I have this or no?
You can have it for the battle. Yeah.
I was just for marking it up, so I know that.
Oh, yeah. The list I do have in
Alright, what do we got here? We'll take what's theirs. Okay, so I will get a triumph.
Welcome to Highground Gaming. Excited to be here today from the Michigan GT. It's our first time doing a live stream. Really excited. We've got an interesting matchup today. The battle plan that we're going to be playing for this first round is the Prize of Galette. If you're not familiar with it, we have 5 objectives, as you can see in the middle of the board there. And this one is a hold 1 to score 1 point, hold 2 to score an additional point, and score another 1 for holding more objectives than your opponent. But the interesting thing about this one is that you can only score the objectives if they've been activated. So in the beginning of the first round, the players going second will have the opportunity to activate one of the 3 objectives across the center of the board. They cannot activate one on either end of the board in their deployment zone or their opponent's deployment zone. So it's a very interesting mission. Played this one yesterday. It was a lot of fun. It makes for some hard tactical decisions, and it really encourages going second instead of going first. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Obviously, the players are currently talking over their pre-game abilities. The matchup that we have here today is going to be Tzeentch versus Nighthaunt. So cool thing about this mission too is starting in battle round 2, the player who's going second then gets to pick any objective to activate. It could be their own, their opponent's, or any of the ones in the middle. And so once an objective is activated, it stays activated for the rest of the game. And then you're able to score it. So from here, let's talk a little bit about this matchup. I'm really excited. From the Tzeentch side of things, the list that he's playing is Host Arcanum. Grand strategy is take what's theirs. Playing a Magister an Ogroid Thaumaturge, a Zangor Shaman, and Kairos Fate Waver, along with a Changecaster and the Changeling. So incredibly heavy on the heroes, and the mortal wound output that's going to come out of this list is going to be pretty tough for Nighthaunt to try and chew its way through. We also have some Screamers of Tzeentch here, 3 units of 3. Assume they're going to be doing some nice screening for the rest of the heroes. A couple of Zangor Enlightened on disc, as well as some Tanzagor or Zangor Skyfires. And then for some endless spells, the cogs, so that they can reroll all the casting on these heroes to try and really push those mortal wounds out, the Burning Head, and the Umbral Spell Portal, which of course Kairos is going to be on his old War Scroll today. So he's going to be pushing out some flat 6 mortal wounds out of that spell portal with his spell. And yeah, today we are still playing the pre-FAQ, so the Purple Sun is still a menace. And it's going to be interesting to see what he is able to pop with that Sun coming out of the Nighthaunt list. So over to the Nighthaunt side, we've got Scarlet Doom, Grand Strategy, no place for the weak. Cruel Gas Cruciator, Guardian of Souls, 2 Spirit Torment, 6 Spirit Hosts, 10 Chain Rasp, 10 Chain Rasp, and then the big one, 2 units of 20 Blade Geists. And if you have any experience in AOS 3 so far, you'll know that the Blade Geist Revenants hit like a truck. And then another 8 Mirmorn Banshees, and of course, the Purple Sun. And from this side, we've got Expert Conquerors and Bounty Hunters. The Blade Geist Revenants are in the Bounty Hunters. The Chain Rasps are going to be in Expert Conquerors. So it looks like the players are getting ready to roll off. Tzeentch is choosing to be the attacker, leaving Nighthaunt as the defender. Putting out the mystical terrain rules right now on the defender's side. It's some pretty cool handmade terrain. The gentleman who runs the Michigan GT, Jeff, he actually printed all this terrain and painted it himself over the number of years. So every table that's here at the GT has been hand done. It's pretty impressive. Michigan GT is a fantastic tournament every single year. We got the singles today. Yesterday was the doubles, and the doubles we had, it's more of a friendly tournament, so we had a really fun turnout. People dress up in costumes, and you just have a general great time. Friendly games, teams, just for fun. And there was some interesting games to see. And the way that the lists were done yesterday, people were bringing 1,000 points each. So there's 4 players on one game, and each person's playing 1,000 points against the other person on the other side of the table as a conglomeration. So 2,000 points total versus each other, and it was an absolute blast. There was laughing to be heard everywhere. Today, I'm hoping we see a lot of fun games too, but I know it's a little more serious with the singles because it's a 2-day tournament and there's more on the line. Players are discussing their dice so that there's no confusion when it comes to rolling. Always a great thing to do with your opponent. That way when you get to things, you don't have any confusion. Some dice have a fancy thing like the one that Kyle was just looking at from the Nighthaunt player's side, where his fancy symbol is the 6, but sometimes you might see a skull as a 1. The last thing you want is to have any confusion in a friendly, competitive game. So we're getting towards deployment now. We've got a very short deployment zone in this one, 11 inches up. Looks like there's going to be some screamers starting on that objective there.
His name is Kazan. He's my sold out hero.
Okay, let's go ahead and do another unit of chain rasp here.
Got 1 unit of chain rasp on the bottom right. Those are expert conquerors coming here. Looks like we're going to have another unit of expert conqueror chain rasp on the left. Interesting positions. They're getting in position to probably fight for those objectives in the middle. The Nighthaunt side, we got 10 drops total. The Warlord Battalion. Looks like 11 drops on the Tzeentch side. Battalions over there. We also have Expert Conquerors, which are going to be all 3 units of Screamers. Bounty Hunters are the Zangor, the Skyfires, as well as the Enlightened on Discs. So it looks like Nighthaunt is going to have the option to choose whether they're going first or second in this battle round. And knowing Kyle, he's probably going to pick for his opponent to go first. But we'll see. The unique thing here is going second in the round gives you the opportunity to make the decision as to which objective is activated. And if you know that you get the option of either going first or second, you have the ability to deploy in a way where you can know exactly what is going to happen because you're going to be able to pick which objective is active. And it's always an interesting tactical decision on this one, whether you go activate one of the objectives on either side or if you go to activate the one in the middle. I always have a tough time myself when I'm playing this mission trying to decide which way is the best way to go here. Obviously it depends on the matchup and how your opponent deploys, but I think in most cases you're probably going to want to go for one of the 2 on the outside wings, at least to start the game. Looks like we got Spirit Hosts down on the middle objective there. Screamers in the back. Got a hero in the back as well. Another set of Screamers in cover behind the trees. Screamers move 16 inches and they fly, so they can really kind of hang out wherever they want, and knowing they can get to pretty much anything on the board at any time. From the Tzeentch side of things, the host Arcanum, he does get a pregame move. So they're discussing that right now. It'll be interesting to see where he goes with the pregame move, if he even uses it at all. Going first, I'm going to assume he's going to take those screamers and maybe try and pin Nighthaunt in their deployment zone just to soak up some time. However, if Kyle chooses to have his opponent Kamran go second, maybe he doesn't do that.
Crank up the heat, make these guys sweat.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm already sweating, man.
Take his temperature off.
You think the camera's heat enough? You think the camera's enough heat already?
I don't know. That's cool.
Yeah, still in the deployment zone here. So I'm talking with Jeff right now, who runs the Michigan GT. So I was just telling everybody that's watching how great of a tournament you guys put on here.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we put a lot of effort into the event. As you guys can see, the terrain on this table is one of our nicer tables of terrain.
Yeah, and you printed and painted all this yourself, right?
This table, yes. I did all of this table. And a good portion of what we have at the event, I did myself.
That's awesome. And how many people do we have here today?
Just shy of 70 today. We had a couple drops at the last minute.
Yeah.
We had 80 signed up and about 70 show.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a great turnout. I mean, if you could see the hall, we got people everywhere playing multiple different games, AOS, 40K, and what other games do we have?
Oh, geez, we got Conquest, we got Horus Heresy, Marvel Crisis Protocol, all the Star Wars stuff, Legion, X-Wing, Armada. We have a bunch of the Manic games. I think we have a total of over 30 different events going on at the show this weekend.
Yeah, and yesterday we did the doubles, and I was telling everyone how it's a friendly tournament that's designed
Very
all
much
around
so.
sportsmanship.
Very much so, yes.
Well, what's some of the goofy things that players have to do?
Right, so we give up points for a lot of different sportsmanship things. So you get points if you bring your opponent a snack, and if you bake it yourself, you get extra points. And that was kind of put in there because I like homemade cookies.
So everybody brings you cookies.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Because like the first year I did it, no one brought anything for me. I'm like, I really screwed this up. You know, so I put bonus points if you bring the TO a treat. And then if you like have matching t-shirts, if you have the same haircut.
I mean, some people just go for full-on costumes.
Some people do.
Yeah, we had the sexy cows yesterday.
We did the sexy. Yeah, they were in cow suits.
Oh yeah, full cow suits with the butt flaps and everything.
Right. Yes, they did. Matching Age of Sigmar themed tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Gets you points. They don't have to be permanent. You can do temporary, which most people do. Yeah, just goofy stuff like that. You know, it's just
everybody had a blast. I know I did.
I got a ton of compliments, and I really think that the vast majority of attendees got the vibe of the event.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They weren't here to kick someone's teeth in. They were just here to have fun.
No, that's for today.
That's today. Yeah. Yeah. Today is kicking teeth in. Yesterday was not.
So curious, we got Disciples of Tzeentch here versus Nighthaunt.
Right.
And on the Tzeentch side, we got the full complement of heroes. You got Kairos with his old war scroll, because we're still on the old book at the event today.
Sir.
And then the minimal battle line with just the Screamers there and Expert Conquerors. Over here on the Nighthaunt side, we already talked a little bit about the list, but we got the two Bladegeist Revenants, 20 blocks, that are bounty hunters. So we got the large mortal wound output machine with all the endless spells, the mirror and the cogs. And then over here we've just got the toughness of Nighthaunt with the sun. So what's your opinion on what's going to happen here?
Well,
Kyle, who's playing Nighthaunt, is going to have the choice of who goes first.
He's going to have the choice. All right. Well, more than likely he'll give first turn. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know, having the ethereal ability of all the Nighthaunt really allows you to absorb that first hit pretty well. That being said, more wound output is a very good counter
To Nighthaunt,
theory.
yeah.
Right. But I think it would be a mistake if the Tzeentch player having first turn, if he were just to rush full out.
I was
into the
curious,
Nighthaunt.
what if he took the screamers and just moved them forward to screen block and kind of try and pin Nighthaunt a little bit in their zone?
It wouldn't be a bad move at all, because I mean that's a very cheap unit.
Yeah,
It'd
just slow him down a
definitely
bit.
Chaff worth throwing out there for sure. You know,
But then, of course, is the argument that if you do move them forward, now that you give them the extra charge distance for the free charge movement.
true. That's true. You know, he doesn't have. I don't see any cavalry in his list.
No, he's got the Zangor enlightened on discs as well
they're
as the
cavalry.
Skyfire.
No, we're talking on the Nighthaunt side.
Oh no, yeah, no cavalry.
So okay, so he's going
He's
to
got the 10. He's got 2 10s of chain rasp, one over here and one on that side.
right, which aren't a super fast unit.
They're in expert conquerors.
This guy's at Kairos or is that
It's Kairos.
regular- Okay, so
Kairos
it's
with the old war scroll.
right, which
So
is
he's got
very good.
Oh yeah, still got the flat 6 mortal wounds
He's
and
one of the premier pieces in the game.
yeah, change 1 dice per game to whatever you want.
Right. And the ridiculous spell ability of whatever your high number is, you get both dice on that number.
Yep.
That's the one that always gives me the most trouble when I play Kairos.
Oh sure.
You know, it's like, oh, I cast a spell. Oh, hey, I got a 6 on my dispel, so now it's a 12.
Yep. And you're something of a player yourself. I've seen you play quite a few
Yeah, I
tournaments
get around
and do
a
very
little
well.
bit. I get around a little bit, yeah.
So what are you playing right now?
Right now, I've been dabbling with Sylvaneth. So the guys in my play group, we don't really have a Sylvaneth player. So I got a hold of the Sylvaneth army just to kind of give them some reps because I figured it would be pretty prominent.
Yeah.
But now we only had 2 people show up with Sylvaneth, so I was wrong. And actually, Nighthaunt and Soulblight Grey Lords are the big show-ups this weekend. So we had, I think, 16 armies between those two.
Oh wow.
Books. Yeah, 8 of each.
Nighthaunt and Soulblight, interesting.
Yeah, very heavy death, which is very interesting.
So if you were going to play today, and would you take your Sylvaneth?
No, because they're not painted.
If they were painted, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What would you play?
So the list I've been playing with is, what's the sub-faction that you can take the Kurnoth Hunters as? Is it Oakenbrow?
I think so. I don't know off the top of my head.
Maybe Heartwood. Heartwood, I think it is.
Oh, that rings a
I think
bell.
Oakenbrow is all the Tree Lords as battle line. So I would take the Kurnoth Hunter sub-faction
Yeah,
to
the,
make
the
them battle.
Kurnoths with the strike and fade.
They're fantastic. All right, so the list I've been playing with is that faction. It has a Lariel, and then it has 3 units of Kurnoth Hunters, a 6-person unit of scythes, 3 swords, and 3 bow. And then I've been summoning 3 more bow with a Lariel in
Nice.
the first turn.
So it looks like for the game that we've got going here, Kyle is allowing the Tzeentch player to go first.
That's what I would have done.
And then where he put that poker chip there, that's going to be the objective that is going to be active.
Right.
So that's the only one that can be scored for this round. And it was interesting. I was just kind of talking a little bit earlier about how, the choice of which one do you pick if you're going, second.
Right.
And I think in most games, you're going to pick one of the ones on the outside versus picking the one in the middle against most armies.
Yeah, you don't go. Yeah, you definitely don't. Yeah, and you can't pick the one in your zone, right?
You can't this round.
Yeah,
Not until round 2.
Not until turn 2. Yeah, so you either go left or right. You're gonna try to force your opponent. Well, hopefully, if he's not very smart, he'll go like medium towards that, and then you can counter it and go heavy towards it.
Yeah.
You kind of use most of your points against some of his points.
Makes sense.
Now, if I was the player having to go first, I would probably use those screamers over there just to go.
Yeah,
clip,
just
to clip
touch
it.
just
You
touch the
clip it.
objective. Yeah, on the
Right.
very back
And
side.
if you don't keep it, you don't keep it. Who cares? You're just getting the point.
Yep.
And then you're okay.
It's a throwaway unit.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to throw that away to get that first point.
And then just stay back and let the 6 heroes do their thing.
Exactly.
It looks like they're measuring unbinding ranges right now as we begin the very heavy Tzeentch casting phase.
It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. Well, I got to go give out swag.
Well, thanks for stopping in.
I'll be back.
Great.
we will put that right here. Holding within 6. For the second cast, we're going to have the Ogre cast Infusion Arcana. Needs a 5. I got a 5. Would you like to unbind? This is +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
Choose to reroll that now or later?
I can choose to reroll it now, but you get to. I'm not going to reroll.
What is that?
It puts a buff on him, +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
How many casts?
1.
So just this one. Yeah, we'll stop it. Got a 9. Or I'm sorry, 10.
10? Okay, that's right. Those are 6s. Okay, then we're going to move to the Zongor Shaman. Zongor Shaman is going to cast the Shield of Fate. Needs a 6. I got a 7. This is going to put a reroll saves buff onto one of my units.
Excellent. I don't have any stops for that.
Got it. Shield of Fate then will go on to my buttons here. Then moving on to the Change Caster. We're going to cast the Mystic Shield on 5. I got a 6.
That's him right here?
This guy. Okay. Sorry, that's the change line. So we're going to put Mystic Shield onto the same unit. Then we're going to cast Arcane Transformation on a 5. I got it on a 6. Well, this needed a 6, but we got it. This is just going to give him +1 attack.
Let me know when this guy casts.
Sure thing.
Everything else you're casting without any stops.
Let's do Kairos. We're going to cast Humble Spell Portal. We're going to need a 8. I got a 6. I'm going to re-roll that. I got a 10 this time. Okay. So the Humble Spell Portal is going to pop up here. Am I within 18 of your Banshees?
You are.
First next spell, he's going to cast the Gift of Change.
Sure.
Needs a 8. Got a 10. 6 flat onto the Banshees, but of course you get unbind. Casting value is 8.
Okay, casting value is 8. That's on the spell, correct?
Yes.
So yeah, we'll try to stop with the Banshees because it's affecting them. I got a 5, 6, 7. I do not.
Okay. 1 point for that. 6 flat mortal wounds on your unit.
I know I said I was going to roll in the tray in half and half, but here's the tray ones. 6s are better. Saving 2. So I'll lose 4 Banshees.
And then we're going to put one spawn within 3 inches. We're just going to put right back there.
Are these your fate dice, Cameron?
Yes, those are my Destiny dice. And
All
then
right.
these are my fate points. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Next up, we're going to do his last spell. He's just going to cast the Bolt of Tzeentch, needs a 7. He got a 10, that just goes off in the air. Who's this?
Looks like on the Destiny dice, we've got 1 6, a 4,
And this is through the portal or
2
No,
4s,
he's just going into the air.
and 4 1s.
Yeah, I can't stop
A
this.
couple have already been used
Change
this
cast.
round to help cast a
This
spell,
is my last.
which of course would be the Umbral Spell Portal that you see in the middle of the board there.
First off, he's going to cast the Burning Head. Needs a 6. I got a 7. Would you like to unbind?
Yeah, we'll try to stop it right here. I got a 7 as well.
Okay, so it goes off, and the Burning Head will put out 8, but it wasn't a 9, so I only have 1 more cast remaining. Okay. For his second spell, I'm going to cast the Arcane Bolt.
I'm live.
5.
What's up?
I got
I'm
another
live.
5.
Yeah.
So that brings me
No
to
worries.
10 casts. We're going to put the
TO is anybody in a yellow shirt. So you see Jeff in the middle there, the hat? That would be your TO.
For the next spell, we've got 1 spell remaining. We're going to do the Gaze of Burn, needs a 7. I got a 6. I'm going to re-roll that. I got a 6. Not enough. You're done. So at the end of the hero phase, of course, we're going to move the Burning Head. But before we do that, we're going to eat the Chronomatic Hawks. And then we're going to move the Burning Head up. Start with the movement phase. This is the activated one. We're just going to move the Screamers up here for the battle tactic. Yes, sir. pass over a Banshee?
Yes, sir.
Going into the movement phase. We're going to see what happens with these screamers. Looks like he's going to do a little bit of screening. He's going to hold the active objective on the left there.
Skyfire's moving.
Oh, the Skyfires are going forward too. Not quite as conservative as I would have imagined, but still keeping back pretty far. Leaving those are the enlightened on disc that are being saved in the back there. Those are bounty hunters. The Skyfires are the ones that moved up behind that unit of screamers in the middle.
Guy's gonna run. And in the movement phase, we're gonna spend 10 points to
And we had so much spell casting that he's already using 10 points to summon probably some blues. Gotta love Tzeentch. So Kyle, what is your favorite saying that you say all the time when you're playing?
Like right now?
Oh yeah.
Roll better.
Yeah, roll better. The thing that I'm terrible at.
Yeah, you win a lot more games when you just roll better.
I played Sigvald yesterday, did not make a single ward save.
That's you.
Yeah, classic me.
we're gonna shoot at the Banshees.
Sure. I'm gonna discard. That's gonna be a point 5.
Sure.
I got to play a couple of games yesterday because we had an odd number of people in the tournament. And I played 1,000 points of Slanesh. And 3-up save, with all-out defense. Couldn't make any saves at all. And then after that, I had my ward saves, and Sigvald's got a 4-up ward. Just all 1s, 2s, and 3s. Sigvald definitely exploded in both games very quickly. But he did his job, and we had fun. It was really a blast to play with the people that we played with yesterday. And everyone had a great time.
We have no more shooting, no charges, time to score. I have one, I have more, I have my battle tactic for 4. Get a dice out here. So I have, moving into the bottom of the round, I have 3 command points. As well.
What battle tactic did you do?
Against the odds.
Against the odds.
Yeah, totally for the odds, I think.
Yeah, Against the Odds is one that seems to be very, very popular for first turn. Because if you're going first, especially in Battle Round 1, I mean, it's almost impossible to not be able to get that one right off the bat. That one, or Desecrate Their Lands, which is the one where you have to control a piece of terrain that's partially in your opponent's territory. That's another one that I see a lot on Battle Round 1 or Battle Round 2. So it's kind of like Against the Odds, then Desecrate Their Lands. And usually after that, you'll see players go for like an eye for an eye, because at that point, there's a unit that's died, so you can go and kill one of theirs, and it makes it fairly simple. And then from there, wherever you're set up for. But those are usually the 3 that I see in the first 3 battle rounds. People try to keep it simple, and today the players are not able to use any of the battle tactics from their books. The TO decided to keep it strictly with the ones out of the General's Handbook, same with the Grand Strategies. So you're not going to see any unique battle tactics, it's just the basic ones from the General's Handbook that we're playing today for the 2022 season.
Makes sense. Because I should be able to jump back. Yeah, because he has more than 10 wounds, so I can see through something like that. while not.
Well, it looks like Kairos got a chaos spawn in the back there. I didn't notice that part during the magic phase.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go any further.
Thank you for the reminder.
Looks like players missed a combat, so we're just going to go back real quick and make the pile-ins and the attacks for that chaos spawn.
I got 9 attacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4s and 4s. There's no penalties and things. No rent.
5, 4 ups. Saving 4 of those, taking 1. I'll have a 6 on the board on that. I do take it, so we'll have this guy in front here.
Looks like we get 1 wound on a unit of chain rasps.
Sure.
How many ones?
5. 5 ups.
Got a 5-up save on the chaos spawn.
So
I'm fairly confident that those chain rasps can do the job and get rid of it. And it's going to be interesting to see the new Tzeentch book, which obviously just came out. And Kairos no longer has the ability to do that spell. His spell has been switched to the Infernal Gateway, and he lost the change 1 die per game rule as well. But I definitely think he's still going to be played quite a bit in Tzeentch lists.
Check my ranges here. They will be outside that, so these will just be 3s and 3s.
Let's see if these chain rasps can get rid of this chaos spawn.
So 6 will stay behind as automatically addicted. Sure.
6s to hit on the chain rasps, or it's going to go right through.
So I don't have 6, 9, 10, 11 saves. Red 1.
6. Rend 1, I need 6s. I suffer enough wounds to kill him.
Yep, that chaos spawn is gone. I was pretty confident that they would not have a problem doing that.
Combat, this guy comes back.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, now we're at the top of the thing.
Yes, thank you.
So, desecrate.
Sure.
And then let's go ahead and get a command point.
So just like I was talking about earlier, Kyle is going to do, which is the Nighthaunt player, is going to do desecrate their lands. Like I was saying, you usually either see against the odds or desecrate their lands, and in this case, desecrate their lands is pretty much guaranteed as long as he obviously does a great job moving, which I'm sure he will.
As a reminder, I have 1 automatic unbind.
Perfect. I'm going to make him use it. So, let's just throw the sun.
Sure.
I do not. Actually, I do.
You got an 8?
Yeah,
And I cannot unbind that?
You can.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, this isn't the artifact yet.
You got it. Yeah, he's just going to unbind it.
True. Cool.
Anything else for your hero?
Yeah, one cool thing about the Michigan GT is we always get some swag, so.
We do our best to make something that's...
3.
And you guys make it all yourself, right?
We do. Yeah, we have a laser cutter.
That's cool.
So we really try to get things that are relevant to the current season in the game.
Yeah, so we got a proving ground token.
Yeah, well, we do, yeah. So we actually have a set of 8 objective markers that on one side is the Michigan GT symbol, and on the back side it says proven.
Oh, that's cool.
Once the proving ground has been used, you get to flip the token over, and now you know that's been used.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. And then there's an extra one for the current proving ground.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yesterday we gave out the little 3-inch sticks.
Yeah, little 3-inchers. Those are always popular among AOS players.
Oh, you gotta have them.
That's right.
That and the 9-inchers. It's shaping up to be an interesting game. Kairos summoned a chaos spawn in the back there. The chain rasps, of course, just annihilated it.
Of course. But it slowed him down.
Yeah.
They had to do something about it, right?
They did, but he was able to kill it in the first turn, his opponent's turn. So now he can still move him. So it didn't really slow him
It didn't
down.
really bog him down too much. In fact, it helped him out because he got a 3-inch.
Well, he had to go backwards because the chaos spawn was in the back.
All right, gotcha.
So it didn't help him, but also didn't really hurt him.
Right.
It killed one dude.
And why not? It's a chaos spawn, right?
Yeah. And it killed one chain rasp, so that's not anything.
Did that come in because he killed the model?
Yeah, with Kairos' spell.
Can you
measurements.
That's good. I was just talking about how that's gone. It's not even in the new book.
Yeah, sadly, right?
Yeah, so now it's just
Well, maybe
Infernal
not.
Gateway.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's still pretty dang good because he gets to do it on 3s at full bracket.
That is very good.
So 9 dice, 3s. I mean,
Yeah.
you're looking at, most likely 5 to 8 mortal wounds depending on how you roll.
Right.
He's going to go to here. This is still keeping within 3 there. Sure. And holding within 12
It's
there.
like Nighthaunt's
So
going to
what
move up the
objective
center.
did he actually at the far left to Kyle?
That one's the one that was activated
All right.
at the beginning of the round. So this is bottom of round
Just like
1.
we talked, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Not our first rodeo.
No, and I was just talking about battle tactics too. I mean, it's just the most common thing that I've seen where you get to start off, you get against the odds, which is what he chose.
Always.
Because it's guaranteed.
Right. Yep.
And then on Kyle's side, it's either against the odds or desecrate their lands. He went for desecrate their lands.
Are we splitting the table in half for deployment zone?
No.
Or territory,
No,
excuse me?
short deployment edge here, so I'm interested to see what's going to
He went for
happen.
desecrate the lands with
Suffer 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah,
having
I'm
to go that
curious.
far.
Yeah, I'm curious what he's going to do because he's got to get to, I think, that big tower in the back there.
is that the one he chose?
I think so. I didn't catch exactly which terrain feature it was.
Oh, but he has a unit he can bring on.
Yeah, he has a unit he can
So
bring
he'll
on.
just set him up.
That's what my guess is.
That's what
He's gonna, he picked that tower in the back
Yeah, that
corner,
makes sense. That's where he
and then
wants
just
to
brings
play.
it on. Yeah,
So it's automatic.
which is literally what he's doing right. He's doing right now. Yep. So he's gonna bring on a unit right behind that tower there. But it's kind of hard to see it on the camera because the tower is so big. But there's a unit of, I believe it's the chain. Is it chain rasps? I think so. Yeah, chain rasp right behind the tower there.
5 wound wizard, 1 cast. He's got.
Yeah, that was the blade geist that killed the chaos spawn, not the chain rasp.
All right.
Actually, if you want to know about this one, draws out 1/7. Does D3 mortal wounds. Kills any model. Drop a spawn.
So that was the spawn.
I have 2 spawn units.
And that needs right of sight, correct?
It's one of the great things about Age of Sigmar.
I'm going to do that. I'm good with that. I think I'm out of line of sight.
I would agree you are out of sight from both of these wizards. From this guy, yeah, you're fine. Okay, you're good? Yep. I will not kill the cast spell. Except with the armor spell.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so that'll secure my battle tactics. I can't do anything there, so we'll be good there. I'm going to own this one. So just for the end of turn, I'm not there yet. Shoot it. Bring them up.
You want to play that?
Just make it question. I think I do ask the question. So we'll do this. Set up back here, I think.
Your question, can you Alpha Strike me right now?
Well, I don't so much care if I make the charge.
Sure.
But should you win the turn and want to start up an objective, like it's a big deal, but
Yeah.
I also can just go over here and just kind of like say, hey, come and do something about it, right?
You get the double.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll set up on Deadly, but I don't know if I mind. Yeah, we'll go out here. So I'm going to be within 9 of those screamers. I don't think I'm going to get within 9 of those blues.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no damage. Maybe the sword.
They're pretty resilient. It was already bad. Oh, God. Actually, that's fine. All good. So the thing is that if I do charge these screamers, I give you eye for an eye next turn. Which,
Yeah. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah. And then I'm in a spot where I don't really love.
Gotta put it together.
So I'm going to set up outside of one of this Deadly. So I don't have to worry about it. And we will put these guys here. And then the follow-up is I have a nice 2 in your zone for next turn, which is cool. And that's without me doing anything. So when you do give me the turn when you win it, like that. So there's that. So they'll be outside of 9 there, outside of an inch of deadly. And I'm on the board, so. Let's roll the charge with them. I don't think I make it. Oh no, I'm sorry. End of movement. I have shooting attack.
Oh, right.
But I am out. So shooting is good. I don't think I need to charge anything. I don't think it so much matters. See, I can get cheeky here. Yeah, we'll get cheeky here. Try to roll it. It needs to be an 11 or 12. It is not. So that's fine. I don't charge there.
Right.
Pretty safe right now.
Yeah. We were just talking with Brad Chester. He stopped by from the 40K event and hearing some fun stories about when he first started. He was telling us a story about how he opened a box of models, not realizing that they had to be built.
Assembly was required.
Right? So he dumped them out and he's like, what are these? He's sitting there looking at the sprues.
I think companies like WizKids made their models for Brad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pre-painted, pre-assembled.
I was like, where are my toys?
Right.
My toys are in pieces.
Which is good. I take another round of your damage, which is. Take the turn.
You take it? Okay.
Looks like we have a Nighthaunt double turn.
No, I gave it to him.
Oh, you gave it away.
I turned this one.
Okay.
Turn that one on?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense.
In terms of proving ground, can I pick yours now, or is it or not?
I think you can pick mine.
I'm gonna pick yours now if I can.
What does the activated mean? Activated objectives remain activated for us. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's any bar to do proving ground on a non-activated objective.
Cool, I'm gonna do your homework.
Makes sense.
So Nighthaunt gave away the turn on the priority roll. Chose to activate the objective on his side of the board. And then in an interesting twist, even though the objective's not active, it's still an objective. He chose the proving ground to be a non-activated objective, which is the one that is on Tzeentch's side of the board. And I assume he did that so that later in the game it can't be picked again as the proving ground. Very interesting tactic. And now we are going into top of round 2, Tzeentch.
For my agenda of anarchy, we are going to do the Tides of Anarchy. So I just have to capture an objective that you already own with a unit that has 9 or more models. And then it doubles their count for the rest of the
So the Tzeentch agendas, which are no longer in the new book, are very interesting. So this one, he needs to capture an objective with 9 or more models, and then that is going to take his unit and double its count for the rest of the game for how it counts on objectives.
The start of the hero phase is he is going to break open the Fang circlet and drop 6 streamers.
Can they move?
They can.
That's very good.
So to keep it simple, the unit of 6 is going to be on these magnetic trays for now, and everything else is heroic action for you?
Yeah, so let's do another unbind here.
Sure.
I don't have to roll for it, it happens. And then top of hero phase, I'm going to try to pop the portal.
Right. Who's doing that?
Let's go with the guy who has the unbind.
Okay.
I do not.
You need
It's a 5, right?
You need to be above, right?
Yeah, so it's a 5 to cast.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Nighthaunt attempted
Anything
to
else
dispel
for
the
your
spell portal
hero phase?
and failed.
Yeah, before the start.
Yes, sir.
I guess it's my
Got
turn.
another unit of 6
We're gonna
screamers
start
that were
off
summoned in.
with, this guy
Placed down in the middle of the board there.
casting the chronomatic cogs, does that make sense? Yeah, we're gonna do that. I hate doing this. We're gonna just use these 2 doubles to make that go off automatically. So we get 1 point for that. We're gonna draw
6 and 4 ones left.
Yeah, it's not the best showing of the Destiny dice, but he did just roll doubles, which means he's going to get a second cast. Although if he rolls doubles again, he dies, and on a 2-up he turns into a cast spot.
That's cool. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but it's kind of cool.
It's kind of funny when it does.
Yeah.
It happened to me first game last year in
And that's
Michigan.
your Soulbound character, right?
And he died in Soulbound in the exact same way.
Good for him.
So next we're going to cast Glimpse of the Future. I need a 7 on this. This will give me an extra Destiny dice. I get a 5. I'm going to re-roll that. I get a 5. No go. The Ogreite Thaumaturge is going to cast... what's he going to cast? We're going to have him cast... Arcane Suggestion needs an 8. Infusion Arcanum needs a 5. For the plus, I got a 9. This is going to be +1 hit and wound.
So the Tzeentch player has really loaded up on spells today.
Good.
Even giving his change caster the Arcane Tome to get him an additional spell for more summoning points.
Cairo State Weaver. He's going to cast the Gift of Change. Needs an 8. I'm going to re-roll that. I got a 10.
10. It's just D6, and the only thing it can go through the portal.
Flat 6. Yeah.
Flat 6. No, go ahead.
6 mortal wounds on this unit.
On that unit.
Flat
Okay.
6 mortal wounds through the spell portal.
6 hits. Taking all of them. So I'll lose 2 dudes. So we'll go. So they'll fall back into coherency with the removal of 1.
Sure.
And that will be 2.
Okay. We're going to put this guy right here. Was he the one within 18 inches of this Kairos?
Yeah, he is.
So we're going to kick
That whole front rank was.
Okay. We're going to cast the Bolt of Change. Needs a 7. I got a 12. This is going to do D6 mortal wounds on the Spirit Host.
Sir.
For 3.
3. 6s or better. Those 3. Easy enough.
And so we can no longer reach them, but we still have the Arbal Spell Portal.
You cast the...
No, I did
you
not, because I was within 18.
Yep.
So we're going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm. I need a 9. In this one, I will cast it.
Cogs and the spell
got a 10.
portal are doing their job.
No unbind?
Mortal wounds like mad coming out
How
of it.
many you got left?
That's the last one for Kairos.
And what is this one?
I'm going to roll 9 dice for each 6. It does D3 mortal wounds. Could do nothing. Could spike.
9 dice, so that's effectively 1.5 D3.
About 3 mortals on average, I'd say.
Yeah, that's all you can.
So against the Spirit Host again, hitting 6s. 2d3. We're rolling out of the tray this time. 6 mortal wounds.
Nice, big time. Take all the
another
wounds.
6
So
mortal
Spirit Host
wounds.
and 2 wounds. So
Tzeentch is just mowing things down right now with the mortals.
this guy.
They are mad at those spirit hosts.
Okay. Okay. Next up, he's going to cast Mystic Shield. He needs a 5. I got a 8.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to drop Mystic Shield onto the Enlightened. And then he's going to cast Burning Head. It needs a 6. I got a 5. Am I within chrono range? Yes. So we're going to re-roll that. I need a 6. I got a 9 that time.
And that's
Burning
from the
Head.
guy back there?
From this guy, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Moving on to the Zongor Shaman, I'm going to cast Shield of Fate. I need a 6. I fail, reroll. I got a 7 this time. This is for reroll saves for a unit.
That's with who?
The Shaman?
So those 6 screamers that he summoned came off of the Fanged Circle, which
Yes.
is the
Reroll
artifact
saves
of
and
the
Moore's
host
Magic on a 4.
You got a
once
7
per
on that?
battle
Yes.
ability to
I'll try
summon 6
Sure.
screamers.
I got a 7.
Okay, goes off. Shield of Fate onto the Zongors.
I'm all done, so you're good, man.
Okay, then we only have the Change Caster left. Starts off with 2 casts. We're going to start with him casting.
That's part of why the Purple Sun didn't come down round 1 is the host Arcanum
Unchecked
get an
Mutation. Is that 2 wounds on him or 2 wounds left?
First, third, and
Got
fifth
it.
battle round.
Unchecked Mutation. This is going to do D3 mortal wounds. If it kills a model, it does another D3. I need a 6. I got a 8.
Okay. You can do 1.
I do 2 mortal wounds.
6s. Take both.
And then on a 3 up, it does another. It doesn't do anything else.
Okay.
For his next spell, he's going to cast.
My spirit hosts are running out fast.
Yeah. He's going to cast the
Mad at the
one
Spirit
spell
Host.
left. He's going to cast the Pink Fire Tzeentch. He needs a 9 for this. He does D6 more wounds. I got a 9.
Nice.
So he's going to get one more cast after this.
Okay. I mean, I got nothing. So
Goes
it's
off. I'm at 10. And then this is going to do D6 more wounds on this unit.
Yeah.
5.
And the mortal wounds are just pouring on Tzeentch. And he's rolling high on all of them.
Okay.
He's got one more spell left, but we're running out of good options. He's going to cast Arcane Bolt. He needs a 5. I got a 6. So he's holding the Arcane Bolt, and that is it for the hero phase. We're going to move the Burning Head. I don't think that's going to be within 3.
Sure you roll that deadly.
Yeah, it's outside of 3. So in that case, I'm going to put it over here.
Burning Head is not able to reach those blade guys,
All right,
so he's going to
let's,
just stick it in
move.
for us and position it for later.
So first of all, my Screamers. We are going to fly over these guys and then land outside of 3. We're going to go like
Screamers
fly
have a
over
mortal
here,
wound ability
and
when they
up
fly
there.
over a unit,
Should
so
put me outside of 3.
Cameron's going to fly
Flying over him is
some
going to do damage.
Yeah, on a 5
Screamers
up
over
one-
top
one
of that
more.
unit, drop some mortal wounds, and then land outside of 3.
No, that might be too far. They are just,
Here, I got more sticks if we need.
yeah, thank you. Should be enough if I put them over. But I don't think everyone's going to be able to do it.
Good there?
Yeah.
Okay, and I assume you flew over me?
2 guys will fly over.
Okay.
On a 5 up, nothing.
Nothing? Okay, that is, in terms of summoning, so I'm going to not come from there. And that'll be 9 on, but I have to stay outside of 3 of you. I'm trying to redeploy on this.
Sure.
And trying to prevent you from taking it.
Oh, now here's a question. Do Expert Conquerors count for terrain?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, in terms of getting within 3,
There was a player question, which is an
I need
interesting
to roll
one. And it was about
like a
model
3 or
count for
better.
expert conquerors.
Sure,
because
on the
those
dice. Sure.
Screamers
I think
are
I
in
try
that
it.
battalion.
Absolutely.
And whether it counts for controlling,
I got a 5, which is good
the
news.
answer to that is yes.
And I'm going to bring everybody.
Did you desecrate their lands this one?
Yes.
So those Screamers are going to attempt to hold that terrain piece to accomplish the battle tactic, desecrate their lands. Which, funny
So I'll
enough,
have,
is what the
15
opposite
there.
of what happened with round 1 for the Nighthaunt
Sounds good.
side.
Then we're going to have these guys. I'm going to
We
spend
got
a
a
command point.
redeploy.
Have the Ogroid tell them to go at the double, and they're just going to move 11 inches.
Run and charge or anything?
Nope.
Was that a redeploy? So, in the cheeks.
This is battle tactic.
Yeah.
Should. Now he can kill my dudes off, I suppose. Like he has the ability to do that, but now he has to.
Yeah, that was a great move. Cheeky move from the Nighthaunt side. We got to redeploy closer to that terrain piece to stop the battle tactic, desecrate their lands, which basically forces the Tzeentch player to have to try and charge and
These guys
hopefully
are
kill
going to
off
fly
enough
landing in
dudes
deadly
to
terrain.
stop
They're
him
going to be
from
just
stopping
outside
his
of
battle
3.
tactic. So great move from the Nighthaunt side.
And I will not get command abilities or command point. Sorry, I will not get command abilities by being in melee.
In the combat phase. So deadly on a 1, you're fine.
Hey, look at that.
Then we're going to have the change caster run.
The deadly terrain was not very
1
deadly.
inch, 6 inches total.
Running.
Yeah. We're going to have.
Love your yellows. Your yellows are great.
Thank you. Started off as my Thousand Suns army with yellow armor and blue trim, and then
Yeah, it's like
Tzeentch just exploded.
you see yellows in 2 different ways. That really like toned down version, like you have, where it looks like a natural, and then that like almost neon vibrant.
Fluorescent yellow.
I do like that toned down. It looks natural. Which is cool.
Yeah, your armies, both of you, that was great.
Yeah, I love your army. It just looks
Mine's
so
trash.
magical.
Well, you made it match your purple sun.
I appreciate, well, yes. They might have existed before the, no, they didn't. No, my spirit hosts were before Purple Sun, and they were purple, so they
Okay.
existed before the Purple Sun existed.
He's the one who gives a buff to these kinds of guys, right?
No,
Oh.
no, this guy.
That's the guy.
I mean, they're both the same model.
I absolutely
same
love
unit.
looking
It's
at
just
armies in the painting.
Oh,
It's funny
got it.
is when I got into this game,
but they're not-
one of the things
are
that
they
stopped me
heroes?
from
They're
wanting to
heroes.
play
Yes, sir.
when my
And
buddy
which
was
one's
trying to
your
get me
general
into
again?
it was the fact
That
that you
guy?
had to build and
And
paint
he's,
models.
excruciating.
I just never thought I would enjoy doing anything like that. I've always been a board game player, Magic player, just love playing games, but I couldn't get into the building and painting.
Any
And
other
then
units you have to deploy?
when everything shut down in 2020,
All on board.
like, well, I need something to do. I guess I'll try it. And it turned out I loved it. And it's been a great game
These screamers are going to
ever
run.
since then. And besides the game, the hobby aspect and the community is the most important thing. And that's why we put
see
on
you're
our
setting up
tournaments.
for
We have
two
another one
Nighthaunt.
coming up in December. We do one on December 3rd. Location yet to be determined, but the whole idea is to bring people together
Oh, great.
around this game so that we can create new friendships and just have a great time.
I have watched
Especially
videos.
since
Yeah,
after
Do they get any cool battle tactics or
the
great
shutdowns in 2020 and the
Easy
crazy
ones,
world that we've
layups?
lived in since then, people really just want that sense of community and connection with people again.
We
So
lost the
it's
agenda
really
to
cool
banner, and they
to
took those
stand
names
here
and
and
they turned
see
them
all
into
the people that are
tactics.
coming together. You
And
can
it's
probably hear
almost
the
the same
yelling
kind
in
of
the
effect.
background
They have so many ways to
because everyone's having a great time.
I think I'm on the opposite end of the controversy. I like it. So.
Let's see.
You're a Purple Sun fan?
No, we're talking army-specific battle tactics.
Oh, okay.
I asked him about the new Tzeentch.
He's the wizard, I'm sorry.
Nope, this guy right here.
This
Yep.
guy. These three screamers are going to fly over
Sure.
and then come back.
Gotta get our threes back. Reclaim them.
So that should just be 11 inches in. There should be plenty of space to come in and out.
Yes, sir.
So because your guy's a wizard, on fives it does D3 mortal wounds instead of.
Very cool.
We're losing that ability.
All three of them gonna touch?
Yep, cool. 2D3,
Oh boy. Here we go, 6 again.
3 mortal wounds.
I can take that. 6s. Take that. That'll deal with.
Then the cast spawn is going to move 2d6 inches, 10 inches total. We're going to just have him.
Coming in about halfway through time on the first round.
Back up.
Gameplay is moving pretty good here. I think they're going to be able to get in a whole game because things will start to cascade as time goes on and more units are removed from the board.
Have at it.
Looks like those screamers are going to go after his wizard.
Shaman. He's going to fly up here. Change caster. Let's see, we can 12-inch range on the magic missile. He's got a movement of 5, so he's going to run 3 inches for a total of 8 inches. Kairos is going to fly up.
Aaron's moving to the middle of the board. It's a very dangerous spot to be. Somebody in Purple Sun range.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
I didn't say that, you didn't.
Kairos is moving up the middle of the board, and it looks like he's going to be in range of the Purple
That
Sun.
would change things a lot.
You didn't hear that.
How many wounds does he have left?
2.
But if I kill your
Interesting
wizard,
to see
we're
what
gonna have
happens
another
here.
way of doing it. End of the movement phase, we're going to spend 10 to summon another 10.
I gotta keep my mouth shut. Man.
Oh, you're not good at that.
I I'd hate to do it, and then he feels bad. You know? That's not what I'm here for. At least now he knows when I do it to him.
I'm running Kyle's Fate Reaver with a dice for. Don't feel bad about anything you do.
When I roll the one.
Let's see.
I exiled Pat's Maw Crusher in a game we recorded recently.
Change it to a 6, couldn't you?
I could.
Oh.
I can help you out. Gives me an extra fate point. No, I can't. No, you mean for the Purple Sun. I can't actually change that one.
Oh, you can't change the Purple
Any
Sun?
ability rolls or spell effects or spell damage I cannot touch.
Oh, you can't change an ability roll. Okay.
Cool. There's a list of what we can do, and
That's
that's
good.
not one.
Boy, it'd be a shame. We're gonna like lose our minds if it happens.
Oh, sorry, Cameron, but I really hope it happens because it's hilarious
Oh,
when
yeah.
it does.
I get it. It's fine. It's fine.
You should have seen Pat's face when I exiled his Maw Crusher on turn 1 or turn 2.
It's like it's cool and it's fun, but it's like
It hurts so bad.
feel bad.
Oh yeah, it does. It does
We
feel
had
bad.
we had a one-day tournament a couple weeks ago, and this notable player was doing really well. He was very excited, fighting Seraphon. Croak dropped the Purple Sun. Greater Unclean One got the one.
Oh, that's so rough.
He was pissed.
I'm very happy they changed the Purple Sun.
Yeah, I like the way it is now. That's right, I wouldn't die. I would just suffer wounds.
No, that FAQ is not in effect.
Oh, it isn't? Okay. I just got to make sure he dies. All right. First, let's have the arcane. So, am I within 12 inches of your guy at the beginning of the shooting phase? Yeah. So, one mortal wound against him.
Okay, give me a 6. Got one left.
Then, the Zongor are going to shoot. We're going to have this guy hit this guy.
Okay. He's a champion or something?
No, he's just a dude. Champion doesn't get any bonuses for this shot. These two guys are going to go into this one.
Sure.
For the one shooting this guy, you know what? We don't want to risk this at all. We have to kill that guy. So actually, everything is going against this guy.
Forced your hands.
And I
So that's good news for this battle tactic, for me anyways.
yeah. One of them gets an automatic 6. That's D3 mortal wounds.
Shit.
And the other two,
Just do that.
sure. D3 mortal wounds, 1.
It's dead. Easy enough. Okay. So you're
It didn't
shooting
fall
for
into
them,
trade if you
correct?
wanted to stick to that rule.
No, it's fine. As long as you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
I'm fine. with
I
that.
tried.
Yeah.
I made an attempt.
Other shooting, what other shooting they ran? They did not. How many can see? I think everyone can see everyone. And everyone's in range. So that's a total of 20 shots. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
Is that your only wizard?
Just 5s and 4s, no rend. If it made, like, I was targeting the wizard anyway. But I didn't think about
You
that.
needed the shots here, for sure, which is good.
They're bounty hunters.
Yeah, which is fine on the discs.
Okay.
Like, this sucks.
Looks like those in
1, 2, 3.
looks like those in
4,
lightning moved up
5
to
hits.
go after his guys that are going to stop the battle tactic.
Sir.
I got 3.
I got 5s or better on their armor saves. And 6s or better on their ward.
1 damage each.
There's 3 guys. Let's go this way.
Over here, I need a 4-inch charge.
Yes, sir.
Got a 7.
You need to come over here.
Oh, thank you.
No point reaching all the way across the table. Nope.
These guys are going to charge.
You're better?
7. What is their rent?
1.
And damage?
1. Unless you're veterans, which you're not. So.
We're mounted. We're good there.
Deadly?
Yeah. All good? Cool.
So those are the Skyfires that made the charge into
great.
the unit that's trying to
It's a
stop the
9.
battle tactic from the
9 or
screamers.
10?
and then the bounty hunter
Roll me a 10 and we don't have to worry about it.
charged into the blade geist at the back corner.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay. 1 command point left.
Yep.
Looks like Tzeentch is moving into a good position.
Not enough.
Here. But there's still that
If you got a 9, I would have let you, but
blade geist revenants that is hiding behind that tower in the middle.
Other charges. I don't think we want to charge with anything else. So we're going to activate over here first.
okay. I can use command points.
They can use command points.
They can. Why?
Because it's only the enlightened that turn them off.
Okay, I had a certain wrong. Okay, so yeah, we'll discorporate there then. That's easy. Solves that issue.
Yeah. Now because I'm the first one to activate, within 3 inches, I get to reroll all hits and wounds.
That was I'm the first one to activate.
No, that's so the old rule with the enlightened. I know it's weird. With the enlightened, if somebody else activates first, then they would have re-rolled all hits and wounds. But that rule is no longer here, thanks to Arcane Cataclysm. They didn't get an Arcane update, so they're still having it. So let's go. And so we're bounty hunters, so we're doing 2 damage each.
Yes, sir.
We are hitting for our first attack. We are hitting on 5s and 5s for the bow stats. Rerolling everything. So 3 hits and 2 wounds, no rend.
You said bow staffs?
Yep.
That's these, yeah?
Yeah.
They're archers. Do they have the same weapon?
So the bow staffs are their melee weapon.
2?
Yep.
5s? Save 1, take 1.
Okay, that's 2 damage.
Okay, got 2 damage.
Then we're gonna have the vicious beats, 4s and 5s. 2 hits. 1 wound.
5s. Saved.
Okay. Then the discs, they each get D3 attacks. They do not get to reroll everything for this.
6 attacks?
6 attacks.
No rerolls on this.
No. We can reroll.
Go ahead.
4s and 3s. 3 hits.
Hey. Can reroll.
3, -1.
5s. Save 1, take 2.
These do D3 each.
Okay.
6, 7, 8 total.
And you and those 6s. Alright, I got 6,
Skyfire's
8 total.
really
No.
doing a number in damage here. See how the deathless saves go.
5 of those.
Yep. Then you still
5
get your
total
ward save.
damage
That is the
with-
word.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
after ward saves.
So that'll still leave me with 15 on.
And I got 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure. Yep.
Okay. So that's that combat there. There's nothing else you have that I care about, so we're fighting over there, and I'm gonna pile in. See if I can kill them. I don't know.
And your rend is -1?
It is.
We
2 ranks, they're Latin veterans, so they'll get half inch, half inch. Sure. Pylons within deadliest counts, or what?
I believe so. Well, I can double check.
Yeah, if you could.
And we're gonna all out defense.
Yes, sir. That's your last command point?
It is.
Getting the blade guys piling into the enlightened in the corner. I'm pretty confident they can melt those 3 dudes on the discs.
No worries about piling it. Yeah, you can do that without that.
I'll take that. I'll take those odds. Okay.
I have seen these things in action.
So I think that's probably 1 more. That'll be it for the amount of attacks I'll get. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 guys fighting. That'll be 3s and 3s, sir. Sixes are going to stay behind. They automatically wound. Alright, so for you, I've got 5, 10, 15, 17 saves at run 1.
15, 17. I have, so my save is 4 up. We have Mystic Shield and all defense. We're on 3s. Thanks to Shield of Fate, we are re-rolling. Roll that. Failed 2.
Cool. 1 damage piece.
Okay. Hitting back.
I'm going to work on the pylon here.
Sure.
Staying outside of 3 of your screamers.
Three attacks each, plus 1 for the AVR for their Tzeentchian spears. I need 4s and 3s. That is 6 at -1.
6 4-up saves. Saving 2 of those.
2 damage apiece.
And I've got 8
3 damage because we're bounty hunters.
Copy.
So a total of 18. Okay.
12?
A total of 6 times 3 is 18 total.
Yeah, I saved 2.
Oh, you saved 2, yeah, 12. Then for the Vicious Beaks, 4s and 3s. 3 hits. 1 wound, no rend.
Saved.
Okay. And then the discs, D3 attacks apiece, for a total of 3, 4, 5, 6. 4s and 3s. Only 1. 1 wound. That does D3 plus 1, just 2.
6s. 5. 11.
Okay.
Where are we playing? Playing 9, 10, 11.
Looks like the lighting on disc really did a number to the blade guys.
Okay. Fighting here, I've got 5. Sure. So I'll make 10 attacks. 4s and 4s. Stay behind. 4 saves, no rend.
4 saves, no rend. I need 5s. Fail them all.
Make 1 damage.
Okay, that kills 1. That's everything. So I capture this. I hold 1. I failed my objective, my battle tactic.
Yes.
Well, do you have any battle shock tests?
I do over there and I do there.
Okay.
So 12 on?
I have, yes, 12 on.
So I lost 5 on a 6 roll. I would lose 1 more, which would still leave me at 12, which means you don't take it. There, I'm going to pass it automatically. Because it's not the combat phase, right?
That's correct.
Pass it automatically there, and I'm going to roll it on this one. On 6, I'll lose 1 more. I do not.
Well, that was a letdown over there, but...
you do have 1 there. I don't know if you can fail it, but you can't,
Oh, that's right,
can't
yeah.
auto-pass it.
I can fail it. On my battle shock, my leadership is a 6 on it.
Oh, I wouldn't have lost 1 because this is inspired.
I rolled a 4, so I'm fine.
Cool.
What did you say about that unit?
It's inspiring, so I wouldn't have lost 1 out of 6,
okay,
but disregard.
Oh yeah, and then I couldn't have lost anything either.
You can do what?
I wouldn't have been able to lose anyone either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and you're
bravery
within
6,
so you're good.
7, 6.
All is well.
So I just got 1 that round. And it's off to you.
So
What's the
1
score?
point.
It is currently 5-4, moving into the bottom of 2.
Bottom of round 2, 5 points to Tzeentch, 4 points for Nighthaunt. Nighthaunt's turn 2.
seems like the play right now. We also just have dudes on this. Not being contested by any black veterans. So it is right now, because these will count and these will count. Those are going to be veterans.
These are not veterans.
They're not.
They're not veterans. The only thing that will be veterans are my screamers, unless I summon veterans.
It is interesting that screamers are veterans.
Yeah, I always imagined my screamers sitting in a pub somewhere going through their PTSD. It's like dealing with life.
Yeah, eye for an eye.
Okay.
Battle tactic is an eye for an eye.
I just have to kill a unit. Okay, I can't cast. So heroic action. I get a command point, you get one. So you're down to, you're at 1, I'm at 1.
Yes.
Okay. And then let's try to get a command point with my general. Sure. I do.
I'm going to do the same. We're going to put it on Kairos.
Sure.
I can do.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and I think we got to try to handle some business here. We got to clear off some of these objectives. 1, 2, get more at this point if I take both of them off. So, hero phase.
Yeah. Do you have any? I'm going to unbind some spells.
Go ahead, man.
All right. We're going to first try to unbind the.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Umbral spell portal. It's the first time I've ever used it, I swear.
The mirror.
Off Kairos, I need 6. Got it, so that's gone. And then the change caster will try to unbind the cogs. Needs a 7, got a 7, that's gone as well.
Right. I'm going to damn myself.
Okay.
Taking 3. Saving 1. Lose 2 dudes. And then let's go ahead and... That is hero phase. Let's move. I think I'm good. Other than that, yeah, I'm happy. Okay, so let's start over there. Look your head.
I'm sorry?
Burning head.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So, this is going to hit me. But, good question. We are just going to move the burning head. Yeah, let's just do this. So both of our units are going to get hit.
Okay.
First for mine, got a 4. I suffer 3 mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3. And then against your unit, no damage.
Hey, all right.
It was a risk that did not pay off.
Mistakes. This is what happens when you put your army on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hop over you.
Sure.
So measuring from the back of the base, it'll clear
Sure.
clear. I do have to do this now to maintain that.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to end these outside of the inch here for deadly. Okay. Ready to deploy?
No, we are not going to. Well, yeah, let's actually check something. We are not going to redeploy.
Okay, it's a curious game we play.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna go right here.
Okay.
So the reason I'm doing that is I'm gonna set him up to drop his artifact right now,
Sure.
which is gonna be units wholly within 12.
Is there +1 wound against me?
+1 to attacks. Take your thing. You're gonna hop over this.
Okay.
These are just regular moves, and yes, flying.
Yeah.
Any redeploys?
Yes. You're going to have these screamers
Yes, sir.
redeploy. For 1.
A classic move.
That is classic roll. Totally ineffectual.
I wish it was like D6 +1. You know?
Oh, do you mind if I use this command point instead of
Yeah,
the
that's
one?
yeah.
So I'm still.
That was the one you rolled for, correct? At
Yep,
the top.
yep.
Cool. Okay, he's gonna go there outside of 3.
Sure.
These guys are gonna come in now that the redeploy is all gone. We're gonna try to make the most of these boys.
Yeah, they should rip through those screamers.
Should.
They will be -1 hit against this unit.
Yeah, I
Against
damned
both
them so
units.
that'll cancel out.
Oh, right, okay.
It's the price I pay for D3 Mortal Wounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I like about these chain rasps here? They need to do something fun, and they can get involved in this combat, probably, maybe. Yeah, they can get involved there. So they're going to get outside of 3 with the retreat. Sure. And they're going to squeeze in this little spot because they got tiny little bases.
And this unit will also be at -1 because they're within range of Kairos.
Excellent. Okay, sir. So, these are not expert conquerors, correct?
They're not. They're just Tides of Anarchy, so they count as 20.
So 10, oh, they count as 20. I love this. So you'll have 22 on there right now. I have 15, 16, 17 right now. So if I have 3 on at the end, without doing anything. Those guys, before I don't want to kill your little dude.
He's used to it.
It's his thing. So that'll be a 6-inch charge. Sure. How's this melee? Assume reasonable.
Just imagine like the worst profile in the game.
5s, 5s?
Fours and 4s, no rend. D3 damage?
That's not bad.
Not horrible. He's never successfully done it.
Okay. I think that's movement for me.
So 1 damage, yeah. 4/4, no rend. 1 attack.
I will have a shooting attack with them.
Sure.
Here we go. What do we shoot? 12 inches. Probably start splitting those, but you'll be more models on when that happens.
It will not make more models, fortunately.
Oh, it won't.
Because it's just you take 1 blue and throw down 1 brimstone model. Pink's going to 2 blues. Blue's going to 1 blue.
Question this here.
Okay.
4 attacks, 3s, 3s. 2 and 2 rend.
Goes right through.
1 damage.
2 damage total.
Yes.
They are fresh.
In the shooting phase.
So we got
Going to
freeze
charges.
here. This would be like a 4 maybe. Freeze there. 4. let's look at those blade guys first.
Okay.
We're going to unleash hell that I have to pay attention to. That's going to be here. They don't have a shooting, you see a shooting attack. So you just unleash hell with the possible here.
Yeah, and then it's 2 attacks.
Yeah. I'm going to take a charge. So we'll start with those blade guys. 6 to a 7.
Now, let me ask you, do you want to re-roll that? Because if you don't, I can change the 6 into a 1.
That's fine.
Okay. Then I will change the 6 into a 1.
That's in there.
Yeah, that's Carlos's 1 for me.
Double ones.
So Kairos just caused the blade guys to fail their charge by changing the 6 into a 1.
Okay, so they're good there. Let's go ahead and charge with this guy.
That makes sense.
I like that. So that's a fight last or a rent, or minus 1 to hit, depending on how I drop it into. So,
Your save is 6 up, 5 up, 5 up.
questioning about doing that, but just off. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that's leaving that. That's if the dude knows. So we'll go this way. Hit that directly. Charge with the chain rasp. 9. So that will be fight last. This will be a rend. I'm going to try to stay outside of this. So I do want to down that. These 5 models are going to leave enough space for this guy. So that'll complete the charge there. Then he'll charge. 7. In there. So, let me do this before I forget. Fight's last. Minus 1 to save. And minus 1 to hit. Let's charge this guy. 3. I needed a 3. It doesn't give me any negatives. Right there. I'll triumph reroll that. To a 6, which will be minus 1 to hit. And we're going to go right into this unit here.
Sure.
And that will be on this 6-man.
Okay.
And then we'll charge with these blade guys. 10. So I can do rend. What's their save?
5 up.
So I make it a 6. I can make it to a null if I rend it. Or I can make it a fight last. They're fighting last already, so I'm going to do rend. I got out of my bubble by charging him too far. That's okay. 6 there. So they're going to be at 17 models.
Okay.
Any mortal wound saves here?
Not a 1. Probably just going to slice through all 9 screamers.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the mortal wounds into this 3-man.
Okay.
Try to off them. So 17 dice. And 17 5s are better.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
just
is
one.
after the charge. So 1. I got 5 more wounds for you.
5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5.
3 wounds apiece.
Yep.
Let's see what that charge looks like back there.